High five 英会話
We often say, we often say, I can speak English a little bit. Yeah. So is it effective to say?
Um, it's a pretty normal thing to say. Like I can speak English a little bit, um, but the problem is a little bit is different for everybody. Like one person's like I can speak a little bit might mean that they can say like basic phrases, and another person's little bit might be like, I remember a few words from high school. Or like maybe like the person's just being modest and they speak very well, but they still say it's a little bit
Yeah, that's
because they
right.
don't want to like brag. So I
Mm.
think that I don't think like English speakers really know what to expect until they've talked to you for a little bit.
Mhm. So we shouldn't say that?
Well, if you're trying to if you want to be helpful to the foreigner or to manage their expectations,
Mm.
um, you should probably be very realistic about your skill level.
Mm.
Like if if you're really bad and you can barely remember English words at all, then you can just say like, I'm bad at English, but I'll try to help you.
Oh, okay.
But like if you're have like basic conversation, then saying you speak a little bit's okay.
Mm.
Um, and if you're just trying to be modest, like you speak really good, then maybe say I can speak some English.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. But it's like subjective, right? So,
Yeah, it's not like there's like a test you can take that will tell you like I can speak this much English. Like I know the what's it called, the TOEIC
oh yeah,
in Japan
yeah,
is
right.
very popular, or it's like a very important test. But even if you do really good on the TOEIC, it doesn't mean that you're good at talking to somebody, especially when they just like come out of nowhere and they're like, "Hi, I'm lost. Can you help me?" And you might be
Mm,
like, "Oh man, I'm not ready to speak English."
yeah. Okay.
And I don't know about the TOEIC, but for speaking Japanese, they have a test. Well, for the Japanese language, they have a test called the JLPT,
Mm,
um, Japanese Language Proficiency Test, and it has like I believe 5 levels, with one being the best. But
mm.
it only tests like your like reading and your listening ability.
Oh,
Um,
reading and listening. Oh, yeah, we're the same.
so
Kind
you
of.
can you could be really good at like understanding Japanese, but still be really bad at speaking it
Mm.
because it's more of a challenge to uh, think of what uh, most people by default, especially when they're starting out, they think what they want to say in their own language,
Mm, mm.
and then they translate that into
Yeah,
the other language,
yeah.
and that's not a very effective way to speak because one, it takes time.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
because you have to be like, okay, this is what I want to say, and this word means this, and this is the grammar for how that goes together, and it takes time for your brain to process all of that.
Mm.
Um, but also the way different languages express ideas or say things can sometimes be very different. Like sometimes when we're talking, I'll say a phrase that's anybody in America would know what I mean, but so I don't even think that's a weird phrase, but then like you have to ask me like, wait, what does that mean? You know? And so I have to be like, like what does that mean? Like how do I explain it without just like saying it again, you know?
Yeah, for you it's natural, so you never think about to explaining it.